Good morning, Aaron here. Another question from my cousin that I thought was pretty important to share with more than just one person, so I thought I'd put it in video form. The question was, when do you honor being tired, and when do you Goggins through it? Now, this is a big question that plagues some people for their entire lives, is when to rest and when to, I don't know about Goggins. I mean, he's a popular person, whatever, but I guess what she means is, when do you push through that feeling of being tired? Or when do you just, like she said, honor being tired and just relax? With New Year's coming around the corner and people setting New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals and whatever for the next year ahead, it's I think pretty important that people don't just shoot for superficial matrix level like just common goals that everyone aims for. I don't know if anyone else that's listening to me is into astrology and how the universe works, but I think it's really important for people to meditate and listen to the voice in your head, listen to those real goals that you should really be shooting for, not the ones that, the peer pressure goals that everyone's pushing you towards. Get the better job, get the this, get the that, all the stuff that people think they need. And once you find these real goals that you should really be aiming for, instead of the ones that people peer pressure you into, you will know whether to push through that tiredness or to honor it and rest. Now, Goggins, through his videos and how a lot of people view him, is to have no rest days, to always go, go, go. Now, I don't know him. Maybe he is like that. Maybe he doesn't have any rest days. Maybe he is always go, go, go. I mean, for him to be in the military and whatever and have that tough lifestyle for so long, it seems very possible that he is like that he doesn't have any rest days. I believe he's an Aquarius. Aquarius people are usually unconventional and rebellious. Let's see, I got a little chart right here. They're fixed, so they got a fixed mindset. So I mean, once their mind is set on something, it's set. It's gonna be pretty hard to change. The planets that rule Aquarius are Saturn and Uranus, and some, I guess, verbs or words that describe these planets, or this sign is liberation, authenticity, and creativity. As for creativity, I guess Goggins shows that through his tough message that he puts on Instagram or whatever every once in a while of, stay hard and blah blah blah, and screaming at the screen and whatever. Authenticity, I mean, what he's preaching is his truth. grew up having a rough life, and now he lives a rough lifestyle to try to tame those demons within him. Liberation. All this fitness he does it to try and liberate himself from all the demons that he's been faced with in the past. Where was I going? Honoring being tired versus pushing through the tiredness. Once you have your real goals that you really want to shoot for, instead of pushing for other people's goals, you'll know to rest or to push through it. Me myself, I do take rest days. Like maybe 1 day to 3 days a week. I'll take those off and recover if I feel I need it. For many years, I did have that Goggins mindset where I wouldn't take any days off. I'd push through it. I'd be sick, I'd be whatever, injured, and I'd still go out there for a run and develop the mind. Which, I mean, depending on your goals and how hard you want to push or how hard you want to recover and relax and reset the mind, it depends on your goals, really. Like, if you got crazy goals, then you should probably be pushing through it all the time, that tiredness. But I mean, if your goals are not super crazy, like Goggins level crazy, then sure, relax, recover. I don't know, like, sure, that's a deep question to meditate on and to think about and get the proper answer out of. But it's still a pretty simple answer. You gotta know the truth within you. You can't just be shooting for other people's goals. You gotta shoot for your goals. Not the goals that I don't know. I mean, sure, you can shoot for some ego goals that, prop you up and make you look better and whatever, but I mean, you gotta shoot for the opposite of the ego as well. You gotta she was trying to find balance between these, and if you want balance, then you gotta be on both sides of the teeter-totter, both sides of that spectrum to truly find balance. You gotta know what it's like to be exhausted and push through it and keep pushing through it. I don't know, like, I followed this guy Elliot Holes for years, and a long time ago he's saying, you should, any training program you follow, you should follow it for at least 1 year. A lot of people, they'll follow a training program for a couple months and give up and then blame the training program and say the training program's no good. But how can you blame the training program when you don't follow it through the entire way? So he's saying that all training programs work. You just have to put the work in. And he's saying, follow any training program for at least 1 year and you'll see results regardless. So I don't know, maybe try each side of the spectrum for 1 year. Try honoring that being tired. Try recovering for 1 year, taking off 2 or 3 days a week for a year straight, and see what you get out of it at the end of the year. And then the next year, try working out every single day with no days off and see what you get out of that. Yeah, the mind is an interesting thing. If you follow astrology and how all the cycles of these planets are moving all the time and how they affect us. Like, just living life. I mean, there's good days and there's bad days, and there's times when you want to push through it and days when you don't. Months, weeks, whatever, where your goals are going to change and you're going to be thinking slightly different. You're going to be tested in different ways. I don't know, maybe put reminders up in your environment where you walk past a reminder that says, stick to these goals, so when these challenges come, you still have those reminders to help you out, get through it. I don't really know if I have much more to say on this. Like, if you're tired and you don't have crazy goals and that's not where you want your life to go, or you do want your life to go that way where you want to rest and recover and not be that quote unquote egotistical person, I mean, I don't know, like pushing through every day and working out every day and pushing through those obstacles, I don't know if that makes you an egotistical person. I think that makes you a stronger person in some ways, but I don't want to say not everyone's built for it, but not everyone wants to be built for it. And some people will, maybe by life circumstances, will be forced to be, will have to work through these challenges, but I don't know. Some people are so scarred that they don't want to push through. But I think it's important to try out both of these approaches and see how they affect you. I mean, I don't know. I got some big crazy goals for next year, and I'm gonna have to go through phases of 6-7 days a week, a couple weeks of 7 days a week every single day, pushing hard to make sure I'm ready for these goals I have. But I mean, not all my goals are crazy. Some goals I can take it easy here and there. I mean, a lot of people want things right away, but I mean, it's a challenge to try to force yourself to take your time, to take the long road instead of wanting it right away. But if you can set up yourself to take the long way, then you can take days off and you can, take it easy, recover, reset your mind, reset your energy so that you can attack your goals again in a more efficient and in a more better way. But I mean, if your goals are right around the corner and there's got to be work to be put in to achieve those goals, then you gotta goggins through it. So I don't know. I guess that's all I gotta say about that. I don't know. I work out a lot. I read and learn a lot. I guess if I'm gonna put this on YouTube or whatever, I'm not gonna say subscribe or whatever. I really don't care at all. But if you do want my help and you do want my advice, the only reason I'm making these videos is because people are asking me questions and I want to help. I want to help one person, of course, but if I could help more than one person, then that's one of my goals for 2025 is help a couple more people out, share a little more, be a little less of a hermit, of a freaking lonely person that whatever doesn't share and doesn't reach out. And so that's the challenge or whatever. That's the goal for me next year, is to get out of my shell a little more.